But then, it is better that this is happening because right now, Mohbad's father has been put on a spot. Yomi Fabiyi pressed and pushed, and what he discovered, what he found out, is what he is sharing with us right now. And I want you to stay put from the beginning till the end. This is deep. This is unbelievable. People have been suspicious for a while. They wanted to understand, are we being played or not? What is happening? Is it the police that is unwilling to get us justice? Is it the family of the deceased that are only interested in the shenanigans and then they want money to be donated to them? What exactly? Is that how justice is gotten? In fact, are they really pressing for justice? You must have asked yourself questions with a lot of updates that has dropped. Like I said, you are in for a shocker. What you're about to hear, the investigation that went on and what has been discovered is an eyesore. It's a shocker. It is unbelievable. Well, if you observed recently, sometimes October, November, December / this January, you realize that the focus towards the direction of Cynthia Adebanjo, the so-called widow of Mohbad, is no longer there. It's not visible, right? There is a reason for that. Also, the African TV CEO man petitioned and they said, look, you have to work with someone, which is Yomi Fabiyi, that has started this journey of petitioning Adura, Damola, and Cynthia. Well, why is it that the private autopsy and toxicology is not available for Mohbad's father? Not him alone, but professionals to go over it with the lawyer. He said, pathology said, this cannot be done that way. So let us keep that on one side. There is a saying that you should not run faster than your shadow, right? As long as no one is asking you to donate money, it's okay. I know you've spent time, you've put in a lot of efforts into justice for Mohbad. All right. But what you're about to find out here in this update, you will not be able to sit down. You'll be shocked at this latest update. Still on justice for Mohbad. Who is obstructing justice? Who is putting in sentiment? Who is protecting who? What is being protected? What is this all about? Is this a monkey business? What is this shenanigan? You will get to find out in a short while. Well, we have decided that this is not a personal thing. It's not a family thing. It's not even a secret society or a sector or a group or whatever thing. It's a public thing, and we need to emphasize that justice for one is justice for all. This must be used as an example. We must set this as an example so that whoever it is out there will not think, I can buy anybody, and then we'll sit down, have a meeting, discuss on sharing formula, and then end it there. Or I can buy my son because I gave birth to that child and I've been the one feeding that child. I can buy my wife, my girlfriend, my boyfriend, my husband because I am the legally married whatever. Like and share. Tap on the subscribe button. Turn on the notification bell. Let's get right into it.
Happened in their face, including those that have evidence in their hand, including those that can serve as witness. They all agreed. How they did it, we don't know. They did not complain to the police. Nobody went to the police station and said something has happened. We didn't hear the person even do a video or to scream out. Nobody did anything. I get saying.
Yeah,
and
I tell you.
At the end of the day, what we saw was that there was a burial. So up until
Just
the
like
time
that.
Mohbad was interred, there was no complaint from any immediate people in that environment, whether from neighbor, whether from friends, whether from family, whether from domestic staff. Nobody complained to the police, and there is no way police will know anything happened. And that way, during that time, the crime scene was already tampered with. it was messed up. So by the time it now gets to the public, when public, even before the public could complain, they saw something. And immediately public complained, the government of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the police swung into action. By the time they will get to the house, it was already, the crime scene was already tampered with. That being said, it does not mean that they didn't pick one or two things that could help them. They did. But nobody should be expecting that the police should now fool and say, okay, let us cordon. Cordon what? They know the only thing they can do at that point is to look for one or two things that can help their investigation.
Yeah.
And I want to believe that it is at that point they get to realize that, oh, we have to establish, did something truly happen or not? As at that time, it's not that the police are sure whether he was spied or not. They only listen to the complaint of the public. We too, the public, we don't know what actually happened, but we are suspecting. So when police got there, they were expecting that, oh, the public said they suspected something. Just like a neighbor calling when husband and wife are fighting. Are you with me? Husband and wife are fighting.
Yes, I'm with you.
And then a neighbor called in and said,
call the police.
I had a loud noise. It's like they are fighting in the house. And police now came into the house. They found both of them. They are playing. They said, are you guys fighting? No. What happened to your face? No, I was just, police might know that, hey, it could be that they are fighting. That's why there's bruises. I can say
yes.
But if the guy say, no, we're just playing in the, my legs slipped. Police say, okay, we're gonna be keeping eyes on you. Are you sure you're safe? If the police are not comfortable, they might take the other person and say, can you please step aside? You go to the other side, and then make some move. If it is too obvious, they will take action. They will call for backup and say, you know what? Come and pick this person, go and treat it, and stuff like that. But in this case, the public was able to notify the police and the government as at the point of internment when it was about to be lowered. Do you understand? And that was because we saw the position of the neck and stuff like that. Because at that stage, they were only talking about, land, property, and stuff like that. Whatever the case may now be, at that point, police came in. I'm not going to be blaming them, but normally, what we are now going to be asking the Nigerian police going forward is that, are you telling us that if they take anybody's life and you are aware and you see evidence, because the family are not interested, you will not prosecute? They cannot tell us that.
They cannot tell us that. That doesn't. In the where I am, even if someone assaults you and it's a very serious crime, if you tell the police you don't want to press charges, they're still going to press charges. They will take the law. They will press charges. They will prosecute the person. Person will face the prosecutor in the court.
It depends on the crime. It depends on the
that's what I'm saying.
It depends on the category of crime.
If it's a criminal crime, if it's a criminal offense,
if you choose not to press charges, they will only incident the case, caution the person, but they cannot, because they need a witness.
Yeah.
They need a witness. The judge will say, who is the victim?
Yes.
If the victim says, I'm not interested, what are you going to do? But the victim in this case is not the family, it's Mohbad.
Exactly.
So where did he say he is not interested in justice? Where? So the family in this case cannot decide for him. The mother can't decide for him. The father can't decide for him. Adura can't decide for him. So whoever took Mohbad's life must pay. I must face the law. Especially when we are able to get evidence. And in this case, we are not going to accept any reluctancy from the police. That, you know what? We have a clear pathway. That is why Mohbad's spirit was able to push the guy into giving us a short clips from a source that if we get hold of it, we can see it for ourselves. Do you understand now? And that is where we are, and that is what we need to do. And that is the truth that we have to establish. So let me be honest with you guys. The book, all of them, they are working for them to subvert and to obstruct justice. That is why everything that has to do with what we are doing here, She is the arrowhead trying to cut it off. Is that she wants to debunk? She will either call the witness a bad person or even throw the picture of a neighbor that can help, throw it out so that they can be scared and not attend to us. That is what she has been doing. They all know what they are doing. They are deceiving all of you. They are
all know what they are
criminals
doing.
pretending to be fighting for justice. It's because I am, when I was starting off, I need to know who is who, what is going on. By the time I get to see all these people, I said, look, these people does not even know who they are dealing with. They don't know who they are. I am not.
They think you came to collect the. Yeah, they think you don't have better things to do. Is to come and just trick the public and collect money and then.
Yeah, exactly. So
because that's what they are doing.
They ambushed me because I was dealing with them. I thought I was doing the right thing. That don't let me show to them. I don't want to bring my NGO in because they will think the NGO is trying to make money. No, let me just deal with you. This is Yomi Fabiyi. And when they were showing love, we love what you're doing, I thought they were genuinely happy. And they used it against me. And they engaged some cursed people to say, go and start talking about that Yomi Fabiyi's reputation, that you don't like him. I will see some sick people. And they say, like Yomi, who are you?
Yomi, not all of them you see on TikTok are normal. Some of them have mental disorder. So exactly. You have to watch out for those kind of ones. They are bitter. They are not happy with their life.
Mohbad is going to get justice now. No matter
and the families are not helping at all. Look at their behaviors. The families. How will police take them serious if actually the way they are behaving is how they fight for justice?
You are now getting it now.
We are not seeing the families their behavior. They are not interested on Mohbad's justice. They are just using Mohbad's name to catch cruise, to get to be known and to be popular.
So at the end of the day, whether we all like it or not, whether they all like it or not, trust me, Mohbad is going to get justice. I get saying.
Amen, amen. We the public, we the members of the public, we are the ones that is fighting for justice. Yes.
Police can't stand with them. It will affect the police. Police cannot. No sane police institution can stand with murderers or people that are covering up murderers. No matter it's not acceptable because there is no place for it in the law.
Exactly.
There is no place for it. And that is why the kind of police that we have to deal with, we have to pet them, work with them, come, you understand? I say, now we are working with the public. You are attending to us. Do the right thing. We don't want to have any problem with police. Do the right thing. Because at this stage, this is from the angle we start to say the police are doing it wrong. And police doesn't want that because no matter the intent or purpose, it is a taboo, it is a disgrace for a police institution to go that route of informal acceptance that because they are not interested or because they didn't come. What's that?
The police department, they themselves know that they have been criticized by the public a lot.
Up until now,
they are trying their best.
No member of the family have written a petition or complaint to the police.
None of them.
No legal representative is doing of any member of the family has
they are just there singing nonsense music. They are just there singing. The one that is singing is singing. The one that is selling human hair is selling. They don't care. They don't care about this guy.
This is when we will tell them that when the public is, if they can use Mohbad's death to pin it on innocent citizens,
imagine.
Then that means that the law must take its course. Because in trying to satisfy the public, they look for a way out. They brought in the prime boy matter. They brought in the other one. They brought in
the nurse and the whole spending thing.
All those
yes, just for distraction. All those things are fake narrative. Not the main person that buy Mohbad, they are in that house, not the nurse. The only thing I suspected they come to do with the nurse, they have to wait for their candidate, which is their when they finish murdering people. These are the nurses that will come and cover the evidence of the murderers. That's what I believe the nurse came to do. He came to stitch where Mohbad was injured in the head and try to stop the blood of Mohbad not bleeding. Then at the same time, I suspected that the nurse inject Mohbad with some kind of substance there that will look as if Mohbad trigger convulsion and one or two things like that. They bring that nose in.
You might be correct. All those are conspiracy theories. But trust me,
Yes.
my sister, when the police at this juncture now, when they will start their real work, they will bring everything out.
I
And
just
the
pray
police
so.
will say, we are going to be working with the police. I will say, I want to try for you. But unfortunately, the public are not accepting. And they are now working with the real police that are instituted for fighting for truth, justice, and what? And equal rights. So in this case, Mohbad himself, whom you claim is your blood, his spirit is fighting that he wants justice. That means
Exactly.
the way
And
he
they are
was
not-
fight, he's not accepting it. So, and no member of the
Mr.
family
Yomi.
have got the right to accept a bargain on his behalf, especially
He will
when the
keep all
public
of
are
them.
involved.
His spirit will destroy them. Any of them that went to compromise on his behalf, the spirit of Mohbad spirit will not let that person breathe. Mr. Yomi, before you went offline, I was talking about the police system. You know, like I was saying that it's not all the police are corrupt. There are still good police officers out there in different departments. I was narrating this thing before your line went off. I have been a victim of injustice, and I feel reluctant going to the police, and I was encouraged. Because of the fake narrative, the impression they have, negative impression they have about police. So I feel reluctant to go, but I was encouraged to go. And when I went to the police, the department was not able to handle the case properly, and I took the case to another department. That is where I got justice for myself. That is when the oppressor that thinks he knows the whole people, whatever he want to do. And then the oppressor, when he saw the level I was coming from, when he saw the level I was using as well, and it's the same police that you think that you have people there that could protect you. They are the same people that tell you that you can't oppress people like this and expect us to shade you or protect you. They make that person understand that you can't do this. They make sure that oppressor wants to oppress me. They stop that oppressor immediately. It's the police.
Look
It's the police that did it. So I cannot fold my hand.
Justice for Mohbad. If they want us, the public, to cancel, to condemn Naira Marley, Tamilari for bullying, and they want the same police, the same public to cover up who pied Mohbad. Is that not mental?
It's madness. It's madness.
How can you want the public these are human beings?
They are not.
They could have any disagreement. They could fight amongst themselves. You make us look at it. Okay, he's bullying for whatever reason.
It's bullying.
You that you not took his life. What was the reason why you took his life? If you want to condemn those that you think were bullying, that didn't kill him,
then you that kill him, expect.
And we want to know, are they the one responsible for his death? Because the society have done too much already. They've indirectly cancelled somebody. And the society must know, have we done the right thing? Have we given out the right measurement of punishment for that act? Because at the end of the day, if the public realize that, oh, this is the person that took Mohbad's life, and you overlook that, and you think you condemning somebody for, the society will pay as well. Our children will pay. Because at the end of the day, we are not fair in our judgment.
No.
And that is why we cannot overlook who took Mohbad's life and just concentrate on who bullied or who we thought bullied. Do you understand?
Yeah.
It's not going to make any sense.
Mr. Yomi, they can see from what is going on that Mohbad's spirit is not resting. They should understand now that this is the time they have to come forward and confess what they did to that guy. Because if it's a case, if a Mohbad spirit, if Mohbad actually is Mohbad time to die, Mohbad spirit wouldn't have been working the way it's working. We were here 15 months, dragging front and back and front, outcome. If not you that came on board, that God used to come on board that was able to, Adura was able to chat with you, that leaked some secrets.
So I won't even go and bury. I cannot bury. As a matter of fact, we all should learn. Don't lift the body from where it is. But whatever intent or purpose, people should accept the fact that the Baba did not lift the body from the house, put it in ambulance, tell them he's going to Ikorodu because he wanted to go and report to the police. He had accepted his fate. He had accepted that they've cheated him, and he has no power. In one of the videos, they are now spreading around now. You will see the video of the PRO. Then the PRO, after he spoke, the Baba said, I just thought that I've accepted my fate and they should go and bury him. That he has accepted. They are trying to spread it now to make it look like that was what, but nobody's going to buy that.
That's what Baba, yes, that's who they are. They will pick only that part and spread it to make it look like Baba is not looking for justice. Why are you people worrying yourself?
Exactly.
The owner
So they
is
play
not.
the PRO first, Benjamin Dane, to say some family, they might not be asking, they might not want police prosecution, but it's the right thing to do is to at least, even if you don't want police to prosecute or to investigate, but you still have to tell the police first, and then police will now, okay, you don't want us, okay, you all agree, you accept it as an act of God, Abi. Okay, all your family, no complainant, because most times they don't believe that anybody outside the family can complain and the police will listen. We are all raised to believe that if no member of the family is complaining, then if it is a murder case, then nobody can complain. That is sorry to them. It is now for us to let them know that everybody should be careful. The public have a role to play. They are a major stakeholder in cases of capital offense, especially. It's a public matter. It's a public case.
Illiterate ones thinking that it's a family business.
Exactly. If we don't do this and use this as a script, but it's not always business as usual. Ọmọ mi ni màá pa ẹ̀kọ́ sẹ́ńtọ́ máa bèrè lọ́wọ́ mi. Wọ́n máa bèrè. Ìjọba máa bèrè. Ìlú máa bèrè. The society will ask. The public will ask. Is my child. You not boasting. I will buy you. Nobody will ask me. You not do anything. You are my woman. I will buy you. Nobody will ask me. You are my husband. No.
Now, the answers to all of this is justice and nothing more. Justice. Once justice is served, there will be no need for any monkey business. There will be no need for thoughts of Mohbad's father trying to back out, trying to determine the direction justice should take, trying to determine who should be prosecuted and who should not. As it applies to Cynthia, Mohbad's so-called widow, is the same that applies to Mohbad's younger brother, because he was present during the whole mysterious event. He was present there. So therefore, there is no two ways about it. I will not support Mohbad's father in a quest to stop or tell us who should be prosecuted, or if his hands are tied, or if he does not want justice for Mohbad anymore. It is beyond that. The public, that's where integrity comes into it. The public will not in any way put out their money, time, efforts into getting justice for your son, and after money and all of this has been put into it, then the man will be like, we have discussed as family. We have decided to deal with it as family. No, it doesn't work that way. And it can never work that way. It is quite unfortunate because we've been on this for a while and many people are beginning to see the other side of it. They just cannot understand why this is happening. They just cannot understand to what end. But you don't need to think too far about it, because For me, justice is important and justice will be served regardless. It will be served. I'm also happy that this is coming out to the public. People are beginning to see. People are beginning to understand the gameplay. People are beginning to understand. What Yomi Fabiyi is pushing for, I will explain, is that Adura should be prosecuted. Adura should be charged. Adura should come and explain. Adura should not be treated like a sacred cow. He shouldn't be treated as a sacred cow unless Adura will say, I am not there when this thing happened to my brother. Till today, it seems all of these people involved in whatever it is that happened to Mohbad, it's as if they all gathered together and they concluded within themselves. That's basically what these things appears to be. Like, they concluded within themselves. Let us hide and pretend. All of them seem to face and focus upon one direction. All of them. All of them together. They sat down and they decided to face the same direction. Like, you know what? We are all going to lie. We are all going to pretend. Is it those that we were told they had promised? Who knows? Who knows? Did they promise them? We don't know. Were they bought? Or they just don't like Mohbad? Is that the reason why they decided to keep their mouth shut? Like, we don't like this Mohbad, so if he pie, let him pie. That's the end of it. We care less. We don't want to even know. Is that what is being played out to us like a tape? What exactly is this thing that is happening? If you want justice, you will have to push, press, and use all that is available to get that justice that you seek for. But if you sit back and keep quiet and do nothing, and you hold yourself like whatever, there will be no answers at all. We will all be running around circle, and that's what I believe Yomi Fabiyi is saying. Like, no, we can't sit back and act like nothing is happening here. What he can see, what he understands in all of this is like there is this, there is this game of trying to decide what and who should be prosecuted. We can't continue like this. If we want to press, we press. And also, we are being told that we have to wait for the private autopsy that has been done. And, well, let us see. Let us see where all of this will end to.